Afternoon everyone, so we've got an older one for you today. We have a Vauxhall Astra. Now this is an Astra G. So it's a 2005. It's a 1.6 XEP engine we reckon. So the guy is complaining about the engine being a bit lumpy. We see that when it starts and it kind of clears itself and the fans were running continuously. So before we went any further, Roddy had sussed half the thing out at least. Well, maybe sussed it fully out. So down there was a bad connection. See where he put a bit, he soldered the wire. So there was a broken wire there, and we believe that was bringing the fans on. So that's one bit of the puzzle. I'll take you to the next bit. So I done a scan just on the engine module. So you can see fan relay 1 signal low, so that could be to do with that wire. Relay 2 signal low, although the first one's present, the second one's not. AC refrigeration pressure sensor circuit low input. Now there'll not be any AC air conditioning gas in the thing. This one we're going to look at O2 sensor heater circuit, so that's sensor 2. So we're going to check that with our test light. These ones are not present. Accelerator pedal position, limp home electronic throttle control performance, and not detected coolant temperatures voltage high. So what I think we're going to do is clear the codes and see if anything comes right back. Although I should have read freeze frame, but to be honest there's so much in that. So read codes. So the one that comes right back, Roddy, is present as the fan relay 1 signal low open circuit. So if I remember correctly, I know there's a relay, I think, is it within this box? It does 2 sides of the fan, high speed, low speed, but we could probably bi-directionally control that for the scan tool, or maybe it's referring to the actual fan, but I can only see one fan on the thing. So I'd imagine there is a known issue with the relays in that box. I need to figure that out right enough. But we'll see if the relay comes on anyway using bi-directional control. Let's see. So we'll escape out of that. We'll go active tests. There we go. Control fan relay test. So we'll go increase. That's saying blower fan blower. Well, it's certainly working there. So it's fan relay 3, so we'll decrease it. So that fan relay 2's working, and we'll decrease it one more. It's saying active, but the fan's not working here, Roddy. We'll do that test again. But I think if we've got 2 and 3 speeds, I don't think I'd be worried about 1 speed. I think we're just going to leave that one. Let me see, we'll just have a wee quick look. Yep, it's definitely not turning, so you want to hold that, Roddy? I'll just let you see the fan. So we'll go, we'll increase that to 2. So that's good. And you can see that's on the scan tool 2, and then we'll increase it to 3. 3. Going well, and we'll decrease it, decrease it, decrease it. And as you can see, that fan was going well. We would say in this part it was going like the clappers. So we'll leave that fan. So we'll concentrate on the O2 sensor now. So we've drew up our PID list, so we're going to forget about that fan relay. And because obviously if the thing gets too warm, it's got backup fans 2 and 3, so we're not going to worry about number 1. So the next list we're going to look at this O2 sensor, number 2 it was. So we'll just come through the EGR, fuel tank, no, there we go. So this is all bank 1, these sensors.
one sensor.
And we know that bank 1, sensor 1 is working. I'll show you that when we start. And then there's bank 2. So it says it's inactive and it says it's lean. So let's just start her up and see what she does. And I'll let you hear her. Let's hope it keeps communication. Well, there we go, we're away. So we can see bank 1, sensor 1 is switching. We're a wee bit low, we're high, we're rich, so that's actually good. It gives you a rich lean, so that's good. But we're in closed loop, which is good. Our fuel trims look good. So that says it's still lean. We'll give it the gun, see if that can heat the sensor up enough. Now, the very fact that the car's complaining about a heater code, we've never failed. It always needs an O2 heater. We've never had one yet that we've had to. Have we had the one to check the fuse yet, Ron? I don't think we have.
No.
We've always had to change the O2.
So far.
But the problem here is, will the second O2, the bank 1 sensor 2, get rid of his idle problem? Maybe, because it all depends the car's strategy, how much influence the sensor 2 of the O2 has over the car's idle quality and everything. But this one's switching okay up the front, but we did have a lean code, so maybe the second sensor has a big influence over it. I don't know, but we'll go and check the sensor and I'll show you how to check that sensor. So as you can see, we're currently underneath the car at the moment. We're trying to get on this sensor up there. You can see where my hand is. So it's 4 wires. So probably the easiest thing Roddy is just to disconnect it and bring that wire down. In fact, we'll need the other side, eh? Can you bring that side, that one down? Because this is the sensor side. We need that side.
So we've got red, brown, white and green.
Right.
Red starts there.
So you want to just, what we're going to do is use the probe here. And just see. So just use your test light and go to the first pin.
That's a right.
Right.
Lighten up.
So I would say we'll go. So you can see we've at least got a power there. So go to the next pin then, Roddy. Nothing there. Go to the next pin. Nothing. So I would say we've got a down there. What we can actually do, if you're hitting the pins, Roddy, we can watch this. There we go. Wait to see it. So Roddy, just hit a pin like you done. There you go. It goes to 0 volts on sensor 2. So we do know that our signal wire going all the way back to the computer, good enough for us. We have a power. We can check for a ground, but look for like an O2. Take your pin away, Roddy. Take the light away. There you go. The voltage jumps back up, so that's good enough. So what we can do, Roddy, is see this guy here. Right. Just go along him, and you'll know if you've got a power or a ground or whatever like that.
It's like that's a ground there. Right.
So you should get a green. Right, go for it. Just anyone. So nothing there. Just go to the next one. There we go. That's a ground. Next one. Nothing there. That's all right. And then you have a 12 volts. That's good enough, Roddy. It needs. So the second one's ground. So we need a second O2 sensor. No point mucking about anymore. No. Cheers. So there we go. We had ordered one. There's a number there, 94903. It's an NTK. So we'll pop that on and we'll look at our live data. Right, so the sensor has been changed. This is the moment of truth. Start it up, my man. Still a wee bit jittery, eh? Right, closed loop. Bank 1 sensor 2 still showing high, it's no switching yet. Says it's inactive still, Roddy. We'll maybe need to clear the codes. Well, let's see if there is any codes. No, it's not even generated a code for it yet, so right now. Live data. Hear that? That's still showing inactive, but it's the computer that makes it active. Could be in pending. Put the wire off, Roddy. And just leave the ignition on. So what we're thinking, because it's not generated a code, it could be in pending. So what we're going to do is clear the codes. So we'll just erase the codes. Yes. So read codes. So the ones come right back, but maybe cleared out the other ones. So we'll go back into live data. Because that PID there, O2 bank sensor heater inactive, the computer should make that come on. Right, Roddy, try that, see if clearing the code's done the business. Don't make that active, is it? It still should bring that on, I think. That's not moving at all. See the gun, Roddy. Won't open the door. See if there's any. Let's clear out of here. You hear it? Right, the wee OBD reader there, Roddy, just pull that out, put that in. The car is lumpy idle. Says off.
Let's come back and see. See if there's anything at all.
Nothing stored.
Nothing stored.
Well, it's the O2 un's away. So maybe that's a bit of red herring now. We've got rid of that code because that came back immediately, didn't it? Yeah. So the O2 code has disappeared even though we're not showing it active on the scan tool. But this one here for the AC, but as I said, that'll probably be refrigerant low. Let me see. Let me see, what can we do here? Live data. Mill is off. Closed loop. I mean that O2 looks, well, it's taking fuel away. Oh, right enough long terms added to it, that's no right. 19%, that's adding fuel to it. The intake manifold 30 kilopascals. Is that a bit low? I need to measure that. Look at that. Vehicle speed, ignition advance. 22 degrees ignition advance to idle. That seems awfully excessive.
Yeah,
Eh?
it does.
23 MAF. 1 point. Well, that's there or thereabouts, isn't it?
Right.
Here we go. Bank 1 sensor, 1 hit switch, and lovely. Oh, there's the O2. Is that finally going, Roddy? See it? We're doing to 1 volt. It is moving. Bank 1 sensor 2. It's moving. So we've fixed that. But just get a rev, my man. Let it go, my man. I wonder if it needs a run to relearn. This is real.
What's reading the computer?
It's 32 kilopascals, 33 kilopascals. Long term fuel trim 19%, far too high. So it's adding fuel to it. Long term's taking it away. Oh, I'll tell you what's notorious on these.
What?
Remember the valve for the charcoal canister for the tank up the top here? I'll feel that. It's like an air leak. Let's see. So what we can do is, it's usually doing the back, Roddy. There's a hose that'll go into the intake manifold. Maybe this is no got it. Remember it comes for the charcoal canister, it's a valve. Can't you see it?
What's that?
That'll be it. So where does he go? Right. Well, we'll clamp that to see if that makes any difference. Just a set of pliers just to see if the idle improves. So we reckon that's the tank vent. We'll clamp that off and see if it improves. Oh. No, really, I would say. We'll just leave it off on, Roddy. Let's look at. Oh. Look at our fuel trims. Now, long term still at 19. Off either, it's fine. See, it's nice and smooth when it's no, when it's just off idle, at just over 1000 RPM. I think we'll maybe check the throttle plate to check for grease or dirt or whatever like that. But that long term's no changing at all. It's idling quite nice now, yeah?
They're changing. Is it opening up a wee bit now? No, really.
No, not really. Oh, it's got a higher MAF figure. Oh, long terms, look, they've changed. 6.2. That's why it's getting better, right? So our fuel trim minus... Oh, there's a way again. 6.2. Certainly improved. Maybe it's learning.
Maybe.
We want to take that clamp off.
Take the clamp off and see if the figure's right.
Oh. The short term's at 0, I mean that's just about perfect. So Roddy's got to take the clamp off and we'll watch our short terms.
Right.
At idle, Roddy,
Aye.
we're now down to 27 kilopascals. We were at 30 odds before.
Aye, 30.
Yeah, bandit. Spark advances at 11 degrees. Remember we were at 28 before.
We're well up there, it's going.
That's more like it, 28
Aye.
degrees. Our MAF's at 2. Where were we no reading 1.6 the last time? Bank 1 sensor one switching nicely. Our short term fuel trims are brilliant. Our O2 at the rear switching lovely. Ignore that figure, I've never understood that, to be honest. Certainly idling nicer.
This Lambda 2 again?
That's Lambda 2's 0.07.
So it's starting to work now.
It's starting to work. Just the odd occasion, eh?
Aye,
It's better.
aye. It is. Yeah.
Think we should take it a run.
Aye.
Think we're going to take it a run. That's always the best thing to do when you're questioning yourself. Cheers.
Going exhaust, wouldn't it, for that would do?
No. So we're just about to take it a test run, but I thought I'd scan it with the big gun so you can see their present fuel trim system lean. We've got that relay signal 2 low. Don't know about that. And relay signal 1, but we do feel it's lean. Well, switching looked not too bad actually. You had that. So, escape. So we'll erase the codes. Should really do it with engine off, but there we go. Let's see what comes back. Read codes. So that fan relay present. So forget that. So going to live data, going to data list. Right, Roddy, just want to drive and we'll see. There's our bank 2 now active, Roddy. Is that doing that? Is that bad?
Bad now. Didn't sell.
Oh, what kangaroo petrol? Oh, we're lean. We're so lean, it's unbelievable. Oh, we're lean. So we've got a power problem, eh?
Aye. Aye.
What were we now? Oh, we're lean all the way, Roddy. I think we've got a pump problem as well. Let her return to idle, Roddy.
Right.
So you can see there, we've returned to idle and we're just concentrating bank 1 sensor 1. We're switching lovely, but when Roddy gives at the gun, we're going to go lean. So go for it, my man.
Right.
Lean. Is that foot down?
Right, yeah.
bit rich. Going rich. She's got the ability to go rich. Is that you foot to the floor?
Foot to the floor.
Stop again in idle, let's see if it does take off the first gear. So
Idle.
that's its idle, and then we're going to take off in first. Go. Lean, lean. Forget it. So let's disconnect our MAF, eh? We'll try and disconnect.
Aye.
Just turn in there and we'll get it. We're not really sure what's happening here, but you're always better to try and disconnect the MAF first, and then you go after fuel pressure. So that's it off. Let's take it a run, see how it improves. So we'll watch our O2s as we give it the gun. Still jerky. Lean, lean, lean. Rich. Lean. Right and rich there. Is it responding any better? Bit.
It's taking off of the lean, going for the idle.
Try it again for taking off. At least he's gone rich and lean now, Roddy. Never done that before. First gear actually does the business for us. I just stop and do it for first. Right, so let me see, we're showing lean at the moment. Right, go for that, Roddy, we're showing rich. Lean, 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 lean. Nah, something wrong. A problem. Still got a problem. Still feel funny, eh?
Aye.
Lack of power.
Lack of power.
Right, so
Aye. Hesitation.
it's got a fuel filter. Lean. Right, fit right down.
Aye.
DFA stop, right, so it's alright once we're up.
Aye.
So start again from scratch. So go for it. That's it.
Lean.
Go for it. I'm actually concentrating on my pedal now. So is that fit right down?
Right down.
100%. Bit better. Start and stop it again. Right. So what we're doing this time, we're concentrating on our APP sensor 1 and 2. I want to see if we've got full, we're getting 100%. So
Okay.
go for it again, Ronnie. %, pedal. It's going better. Right, run it up, doing the level. We'll get back to you once we've solved out what's kind of looking like the air mass mirror at the moment. Now we've gave it a run, and as you can see there's the codes that have came back. But the one I don't like is the port pedal sensor 2 voltage low, and then it's got present limp hole electronic throttle control limited performance and air intake. We've got a plethora of codes there, and actually the last time I seen that in a Vauxhall, it was corrosion within the multi-plug in the ECU. I think we're going back to base to check that, and that's with the air mass meter disconnected. I didn't like that. Cheers. Here's a funny thing, I tried to clear these codes and all them came right back. But the other funny thing was we disconnected the air mass meter and it's never generated a code for that, so just go for it, Roddy. I'll leave them clear the codes. I'll try it again. Erase codes. Yes. Okay, read codes. My machine's no working. Nah, that's a no right there. Flat performance.
Oh, it's flat.
Foot to the floor.
Aye.
Oh dear, 30 mile an hour job. But what we did notice, I'm just watching the fault codes here. Present, this fan relay 2, it goes present, then it goes not present. So that's coming and going. Hopefully we find some green crusties at the top of this ECU. So we took off the multi-plugs on the ECU and they are lovely and clean, believe me. If you had a problem you would usually see green stuff within them. Look at the plugs in that really. So they're good, so I think we can rule that out. The only thing I'm thinking now, maybe the accelerator pedal position sensor is reporting a fault with that, or I think the throttle actuation would be more a symptom than a cause. Come back to you. Right, so we were just thinking, we're having a wee thought about these codes, what could be the cause and what is the effect. So we decided to look at the accelerator pedal position sensor 1 and 2 because when we seen that one about limp home for the throttle, what is it, throttle control, we thought that was a symptom. So with them we decided to look at the accelerator pedal position 1 and 2. So if you watch that, when I put my foot to the ground here, we go to 100%, but just keep watching number 2, it disappears. Watch this. I'll not do it now. Oh. See, it's jumping about number 2, still at 100%, but Roddy was standing here and we've seen it, it went to 0. There it goes, it went to 0, then it comes back. That's good enough for us. We're calling time on an accelerator pedal position sensor. I would actually show you the graph of this scan tool, but it's playing up today. I don't know what's up with the thing. But there you go anyway. Cheers.
That's a sight.